If you've been listening to this podcast, you already know this isn't about confidence hacks. It's not say these affirmations and you will feel better. This is about what actually happens to capable women behind the scenes, because most high-achieving women don't lose themselves overnight. They don't wake up one morning and decide, today I am going to abandon myself. They lose themselves in small moments, in tiny decisions that feel harmless. A message comes in and you answer, even though your body says no. Someone asks for something and you say yes before you even breathe. You feel something is off in your relationship, but you swallow it because you don't want to create tension. You're tired, but you keep going because stopping feels like failure. And it has nothing to do with you being incapable. The problem is that you've learned very intelligently how to stay safe through performance, how to stay needed through overfunctioning, how to stay liked through being easy, how to stay in control but not wanting anything too openly. So today, I want to give you one insight and one simple action. And it's not a lecture, and neither is a long list. I want to give you something you can actually apply and feel the difference. So here's the insight. You are living inside an automatic yes. An automatic yes that looks responsible on the outside, but quietly trains you to disappear on the inside. You are making micro agreements every day, and they sound innocent, responsible even, and they sound like this. I will handle it. It's faster if I do it. It's not worth bringing it up. I will just push through. I don't want to disappoint them. I will rest later. And underneath those sentences, there's usually a deal that you don't say out loud, and it usually sounds like this. If I do this, then I will be safe. Safe from conflict, safe from rejection, safe from being seen as selfish, safe from being misunderstood, safe from not being needed, safe from the discomfort of asking, safe from the discomfort of being honest. So why adopt this strategy? Because for many women, this strategy was survival. At some point, being honest cost you something. So you became skilled, you became capable, you became impressive. But over time, this is what happens. Every micro agreement you make that goes against your truth doesn't just make you tired. It teaches your nervous system a standard. My needs are optional. And that is not a small thing. Because when your needs become optional, your self-respect becomes fragile. Your intimacy becomes complicated. Your desires get quieter. Your joy becomes conditional. And you don't just lose energy. What you lose is clarity. And you stop trusting yourself. You become efficient, but not alive. Reliable, but you are not intimate. Successful, but not present. And I am going to say something very important to understand and remember. This behavior isn't a personality trait. This is a pattern, and patterns can be interrupted. And the way you interrupt them is with a decision. Laughed without losing yourself isn't a nice phrase that I chose to represent this podcast. It's a practice that I wish for you to embrace, learn, and practice over and over until it becomes part of your reality. Love that requires you to disappear isn't love. It's a transaction. And the moment you see the transaction clearly, you get choice back. You get power back. Let me share with you one strategy that will help you kickstart this process. I call it pause, name the truth, make one aligned choice. For the next 24 hours, I want you to commit to practice this once. Why only once? Because we are not trying to overhaul your life in a day. We are building self-trust one moment at a time. So here how it works. First, pause. Before you respond, before you try to fix, agree to something, explain or accommodate, just pause. Pause for 2 seconds. Take a long breath. That pause is a pattern interrupt. It's you stepping out of autopilot. It's you refusing to abandon yourself automatically. Then, name the truth. Ask yourself, what is true for me right now? And answer in one sentence. One clear sentence. And you don't have to say it out loud yet if you don't want to. Something like, I am exhausted and I need 30 minutes alone. I don't want to commit to this right now. I feel tense saying yes. I actually need support. I am not okay with this. And then make one aligned choice, a small choice, the smallest action that honors the truth you just named. So if the truth is, I don't want to commit, the aligned choice might be, let me check and come back to you. If the truth is, I need rest, the aligned choice might be, I am going to lie down for 20 minutes. I will continue after. If the truth is, I need support, the aligned choice might be, can you handle this part today? If the truth is, I am not okay with this, the aligned choice might be, I want to talk about something. I don't want to fight. I want to be honest with you. And here is the part I want you to really understand. You are doing this to stop training yourself to disappear. Because every time you make one aligned choice, you're sending a message to your brain, to your system. I am safe with me. My truth matters. I don't have to earn love by abandoning myself. That is not small. That is identity work. And I know what some of you are thinking. But if I don't do it, everything collapses. So let's be intelligent about this. Let's start with what is believable. Not I am changing my whole life. This is not believable. But I am delaying my automatic yes. This is the truth. And that alone will change your life over time because your life is built on what you do automatically. So just imagine this for a second. If you keep living in the automatic yes for the next year, the result you are creating is not just for you to stay tired. You become more disconnected from your body, more resentful of your responsibilities, more numb in your relationship, less available for joy. And you will look back and think, how did I get there? How did I get here? But if you interrupt it one moment at a time, your self-trust returns, your clarity returns, your energy returns. And yes, your relationships change because you stop negotiating your truth as the price of peace. So, if this episode touched something tender, here's what I want you to take with you. You do not need a traumatic transformation to come back to yourself. What you need is a decision repeated, a pause, a truth, a choice. And if your mind is saying, this is too small to matter, I also want you to remember this. Your life is built in small moments. So is your self-respect, so is your intimacy, so is your peace. Here's my wish for you this week. That you stop paying for love with self-abandonment. That you choose one small act of loyalty to yourself today and let it be enough. Because once is how self-trust begins to build. And if you want a clear next step after this episode, take the Balance or Burning Out assessment. The link is in the show notes. For now, start here. One pause, one truth, one choice.